crazy. Why isn't she helping her?
How's it going?
Yang's killing her patient, and Altman's reading the Atlantic Monthly.
Grey's Anatomy is no doubt one of the most popular series in the world. Since the show first aired in 2005, it has captured the hearts of millions across the world. Even though it is a medical series where we are constantly thrown in and out of the operating room, the series has managed to be quite popular among individuals with no medical experience or interest. In fact, several fans have come out to say that the series influenced their decisions to join the medical field. Since its debut, fans have been constantly put on a roller coaster emotional ride, and it is interesting to see that this happens behind the scenes too. You must have noticed that several actors have come on and off the show, and even with some leaving after a single season. This is because the creators of the show have very strict rules that every cast member must follow. Let's take a look at the shocking rules every cast member of Grey's Anatomy must follow to avoid being axed from the show. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Know that your role isn't permanent. Grey's Anatomy is a show with a long history, featuring several actors since its debut. Since the beginning of the show, we have seen characters come and go. In fact, only 3 of the original cast members remain to this day. While some have spent 10 years on the show, a number of other actors have spent a single season or just 2 seasons of the show. Creators of Grey's Anatomy understand a simple technique that can keep the audience wanting more, and this is the use of powerful characters. However, they also understand that nobody wants to see a character that everybody hates, but even a character that everybody loves would not stay on the show forever. For instance, the character of Derek, played by Patrick Dempsey, was loved by everyone, but all of a sudden, with a move which most probably have shocked the actor too, he was dismissed from the show. Dr. Erica Hahn announced that she was a part of the LGBTQ community, and this instantly made her a popular character among fans. However, this love did not stop Brooke Smith, who played the role of Dr. Hahn, from being dismissed from the show. In response to the dismissal of Brooke, Rhonda Rhimes, who is one of the producers, explained that the producers no longer saw the magic and chemistry in the character of Brooke, and this would be extremely difficult to manage and sustain in the long run. In other instances, the actors have mentioned that a few actors who do not connect with Rhimes have had to leave the show earlier than planned. For example, T.R. Wright played the role of Dr. George O'Malley, and he left the show after he had a complicated relationship with Rhimes. According to the witnesses, both of them argued and disagreed over various subjects. Also, Sarah Drew, Jessica Capshaw left the show before the 15th season, and the producers cited creative reason as the reason for their departure.
Hi, Grey. It's me. I'm gonna say it. I miss you.
A total respect for other actors. While other shows might dismiss disrespect between actors as personal problems, the creators of Grey's Anatomy see the subject of respect as a very huge problem. While some actors suffer from very low ratings, or others are scapegoats of plot twists, some other actors have had to leave the show because of conflicts with other actors. The creators of the show have mentioned a number of times that they believe in the relationship between actors, and any unacceptable behavior could lead to immediate dismissal. You would surely remember Isaiah Washington on the show. He played the role of Dr. Preston Burke, and he had to be dismissed because of his offensive words. As earlier mentioned, T.R. Knight had a major fallout with Rhimes. He wanted his character to turn out to be gay, but Shonda Rhimes wanted none of that. What had started as a simple request turned into a fight, which saw the dismissal of Knight. At first, Washington denied his involvement in the entire matter. However, later on he released a statement where he apologized for his actions, but his apology came a little too late. He had been fired from the show before he released this statement. The same happened to Patrick Dempsey, whom we thought could not leave the show without it taking a huge hit. According to rumors which were never confirmed, he had left the show because of his issues with Shonda Rhimes. So to be on the safe side of the show, respect actors the same way you want to be respected.
Something really devilish.
While I admire your preparation, Dr. Yang, there is one thing about the patient you failed to notice. She's gone.
Respect Ellen Pompeo. The character of Meredith Grey is one of the original cast members of the show and is played by Ellen Pompeo, one of the highest paid actresses in the world since 2017. Since the show's debut, as you most probably guessed, Ellen was a big shot on the show. Whether you like her or not, her character has a lot of influence on the show. In 2017, Rhimes mentioned that she and Ellen had a prior agreement in regards to how the show would end. She further mentioned that the show would end when Ellen feels like her time there is over. In an interview with E!, Rhimes said, "Ellen and I have a pact that I'm going to do the show as long as she's doing the show. So the show will exist as long as both of us want to do it. If she wants to stop, we are stopping." But Ellen was so close to leaving some years back. She mentioned that she had once wanted to leave so badly because she felt like the atmosphere was way too toxic. However, as several actors left the show for several reasons, the cast members soon turned into a tight-knit family. Also, one of the reasons why she didn't leave was that she wanted a stable income and wanted to get a stable paycheck which would be able to take care of her needs and that of her family. She said, "I didn't grow up with a particularly happy childhood, so to have a a happy home life was something really I needed to complete, to close the hole in my heart, and so I made a decision to make money and not chase creative acting roles. The show would not be Grey's Anatomy without Meredith Grey, and it's quite hard even to imagine her not being in the show.
I don't need you to assume anything. Never mind. Blake knew we were checking for an upper GI bleed. It's just...
I'm sorry. Let me go.
It's fine. You're just not Blake. And so let's prep for the EGD and page me when we're ready.
Don't be easily disgusted. Since the show is about surgeons, there are bound to be a lot of surgeries, organs, and blood. Since it is a show and most of it isn't real, some of the props can be really irritating. Also, the show's creators have mentioned that real organs are sometimes used during shoots. However, they aren't the organs of humans, but that of pigs, which could be a lot more irritating. Since the normal blood clotting time is between 15 minutes or less, these organs go through a number of transformations before they can be used in a shoot. Also, the heavy lights used during shooting makes the process look a lot more irritating. For example, Kevin McKidd, who plays the role of Owen Hunt, mentioned they'd been quite irritated a number of times on set. He said, yes, when we are using actual animal parts, we replicate quite a lot of things, but some organs are really hard to replicate, especially we have to engage with them and cut them. But it's not quite about the sight of these organs, according to McKidd. Sometimes the smell can also be quite overwhelming. However, since all the blood on screen is usually pretend, it's not so common to get grossed out by that.
Code blue. Code blue.
The show appreciates persistency. It is quite easy to get ignored or pushed under the carpet in Hollywood. The truth is, there are so many actors doing the same thing as you, with some of them doing it even better than you can. However, to remain relevant in the industry, you must choose consistency and persistency. Today, Ellen Pompeo is one of the highest paid actresses in the world, but she didn't start out as this. Fortunately for her, Grey's Anatomy heavily appreciates actors who are persistent with their roles. For a long time on the show, Patrick Dempsey was earning higher than Ellen Pompeo, even though his role was not as important as hers. But Shonda Rhimes encouraged Ellen to keep doing her thing. She said, as a woman, what I know is you can't approach anything from the point of view of, I don't deserve, I'm not going to ask for it because I don't want other people to get upset. It is no doubt harder for a woman to break into Hollywood, but persistence, especially in Grey's Anatomy, will take you a long way. Well, it was understandable how Patrick came to be the show's most paid star in his first few seasons. He was first of all no doubt the biggest star on set, appearing in a number of other shows and movies. However, after his sudden departure from the show, Ellen became the highest paid and also producer of the medical series. Know a little bit of medicine. While this isn't a requirement, it is necessary that cast members at least know a little bit of medical jargon. First of all, they have to make sure that they're doing the right thing because actual doctors are watching the series. To make things easier, the show's creators regularly bring in medical experts and surgeons who will make sure that everything in the script makes perfect sense. Grey's Anatomy has managed to remain a major series all these years, and we are quite confident that these set of rules play a major part in making the show a fan's favorite. And with that, we wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.